We have interrupted American Horror Story to bring you this very important message. And I apologize for this top.
Hi,
Hi.
it's Wednesday, October 23rd, and I'm Emery.
And I'm Jess.
We received this question on our video from 1 week before my top surgery. Chevelle Ross asked, does any FTM ever take their partner's feeling under consideration at all? Does their wants and feelings and life choices ever matter? When I watch videos of FTMs with their partners always talk about making the FTM comfortable and they need to understand and cater to all their needs. The partner never tells how she truly feels, rather good or bad, because they don't want to offend the FTM. Is it really like that?
Okay, so firstly, we haven't even talked about this question. He read it and I read it and I was like, let's make a video. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I kind of find that very offensive, but my first point and basically the answer to that whole thing is we're making videos about Emery and Emery's life and Emery's journey. So obviously I'm talking about Emery and Emery's wants and Emery's needs and how I look after Emery or I do things for Emery. So it may come across that way to certain people, but I don't think any healthy relationship is like that, and I consider our relationship very healthy. If we made videos about Jess, then, we'd be talking about how...
Well, we do have a video talking about you also.
That's true. Yeah. So I think that that's not the way it is at all. It's just someone reading it that way, I guess. But I just wanted to put it out there that if people feel like that's how it is all the time, or that's how a relationship with someone who is FTM is, then to be like, no, that's not true whatsoever. Like, dating Emery is no different than dating anyone I have ever dated. Like, every single person comes with certain triggers and things that they're uncomfortable with, and things that you have to get used to and things you have to work on, but it's just, for Emery, it's something that a lot of other people in the same situation can relate to, and it's something we put out on the internet, so I talk about it in videos, but that is literally the only difference. I don't feel like his needs are put before mine because of his gender. I don't feel like he's more important in this relationship because of his gender. I don't feel that our relationship is based around his gender, and I also don't feel that I wouldn't be able to tell him if I had a problem with anything, because I'd be worried to offend him. Because, to be honest, we tell each other literally everything, even if it offends the other person and even if it hurts to hear it. So, It's my take on that.
It sounds like this person is angry about something.
But that video, we were talking about your top surgery, and I was saying how I was apprehensive because I didn't know what was going to happen, and it sort of seems like they think that you shouldn't have done it because I don't know.
I don't know where they're coming from, really. I know that I have seen a lot of partners of trans people. I mean, there's an entire channel, FTM Sweethearts. I'm sure there's more than one, but off the top of my head, FTM Sweethearts is an entire channel run by partners of trans people talking about their partners and talking about their feelings and their lives and stuff. And I mean, a lot of times people are making videos with their partners to talk about how their partners relate to them and how they relate to their partners. I mean, I have another video with another partner, and we're not talking about me.
Also, another thing that I think, since we're on the topic, to bring up is that, I can see that maybe in certain situations, in certain relationships and friendships, just from messages you've received in the past and stuff, people do feel that a person is holding the fact that they're gender identity is such and such over a person, and people end up in abusive relationships and such things. But again, I don't think that's anything normal when you are dating someone who's FTM or of any gender variant. I think the most important thing is to be in a healthy relationship, and you can't let somebody hold that over you.
Yeah, it's just like holding anything over anyone. Yeah. I mean, exactly, like in any situation. Like, there are people that I've seen in chats and threads, whatever you want to say, groups, my FTM partner, I feel like I can't leave him because I feel like he needs me because he's transgender. But that's just your basic unhealthy relationship. That's a codependent relationship that has nothing to do, well, I mean, does have to do with him being trans if he says it does, but it's not that he's trans and that's why it's happening. It's because he's unhealthy and that's why it's happening. It's not something that comes along with being transgender.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, I just wanted to record this to sort of put the record straight for this person and anybody else who may feel that way, that first of all, I wanted to do this video just before they come up with some conspiracy theory.
Yes, good.
I in absolutely no way feel that our relationship or our interaction like revolves around Emery's gender identity. I don't think that like he's put before me in our relationship. I don't think that my needs or my wants are like that they're, you know, any less significant than his. It's just that's what we're delivering on
today.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah. And it's not always, I mean, there's been a lot going on with my transition.
Yeah, like recently it has been a big thing for us.
Mm-hmm. Like, we made the initial video where people asked us questions and we answered them. So we didn't base that on anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's really long and it's a lot of different questions about a lot of different things.
We've done a few things, but I mean, recently he was getting top surgery. Like, that's a huge thing. I mean, like, if anybody's partner was having major surgery for anything, like, that would be a focus point in their relationship and in their life. Well, yeah, hopefully. I think that's, like, something that happens in a healthy relationship. Just because that major surgery, like, relates to Emery's gender, like, it has... like, I don't know.
Just because that surgery relates to my gender identity doesn't mean that
our life revolves around your gender identity.
It's just like if somebody with a heart condition is having a surgery, then it doesn't mean that their relationship revolves around their heart condition. We also made a video about hunger. Just putting that out there.
We did. We've made lots of videos about lots of silly things.
Yeah. But this video isn't for... in my opinion, it's not to like defend our relationship or defend. I don't feel like I need to defend. I just feel like it's an honest question and it's asked a lot. Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's not asked a lot, but it's talked about.
Yeah, and people assume it, I think.
Yeah.
I want to say that in our case, I don't think that's how it is whatsoever. I could see that in certain relationships, certain unhealthy relationships, that is something that happens, but I think if that is something that's happening in your relationship or someone you know's relationship, you need to fix that because that's not healthy.
But I think it's just as common in any
relationship. Yeah. You know, like, I mean, if like people obsess over stupid stuff, like, you know, people are selfish and codependent and all those sort of things. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if anybody wants us to make another video on anything, then I have an ask box. He has an ask box.
Put it in my ask box.
Do it.
Anything else?
Anything else? Maybe that's the problem.
There's no problem. It's not our problem. It's their problem.
Major surgery.
I have surgery in... Sorry.
Rude. You don't care about my needs and wants. I don't know where I was going with that.
Oh.
trans.
Oh my god! No, please, that can't go in. But my boobs. Okay, that's it. Bye. Turn it off, you'll have too much to edit out.